Listen, I've been playing Roblox for over half my life at this point. As depressing as that sounds, I can say that I've definitely played my fair share of good games, and there are a lot of good games on Roblox, but among the apples, there are bound to be a few bad ones, and this video is going to be covering all the bad ones that I've found so far. This video will be in the format of a list. Make sure to like this video and sub to the channel. I really want to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. Alright, here we go. Condo Games, I don't think I really need to give them any introduction. They're basically just games where people can have e-sex in them and just, well, basically, they can just fuck. If you are so horny that you are willing to go onto Roblox to fuck, you have many problems. I mean, if you're that horny, why don't you just go into Pornhub? I think this message from the David Baszucki himself sums up my message as a whole.
If I caught any one of y'all beating your meat to Roblox titties, I swear to God I'm gonna grab my band hammer and shove it all the way up in your ass. You fucking fat.
I think I've made my point about RNG quote-unquote games very clear in the past with the multiple videos that I've made critiquing them. Basically, I think RNG games aren't games. They're basically just glorified random number generators. That's what RNG stands for. You know, I've actually came across people online who don't know what RNG means. They think it means retarded neglect game? Yeah. This is literally what an RNG game is. You go on Google, you type in RNG, and that's basically that. But imagine that okay, let's take Souls RNG for example. You map each number that you get to a specific animation you get in the game. That's basically Souls RNG. RNG games are not games. They are just glorified RNGs that you can find on Google. Whoever says that they are fun and they're addictive, let me tell you the cold hard truth. They are addictive in the same way that bubble wrap is addictive whenever you pop them. But when you look back at how your day went, you wish that you had spent your time doing something a lot more productive, or playing an actual game, for fuck's sake. Now you might be thinking, don't you just mean games owned by groups? You're kinda mean. I'm not saying games owned by groups, I mean games that are owned by legitimate video game conglomerate corporations. For example, GameFam and Voldex. When these corporations buy out games, they are most certain to make the game a whole lot worse. They're like the EA of Roblox. They're gonna add all the microtransactions you could ever possibly think of. But look at this. Driving Empire, which wasn't owned by Voldex before they bought the game, and now they've added microtransactions to the game for like subscriptions, paid subscriptions with real money. Imagine if like a child gets like unrestricted access to their device, and they have like access to their parents or siblings' credit cards for whatever fucking reason, and they can just blindly press all the buttons and say, hey look, guys, I'm an epic gamer now. And that's not the worst part. If you go into like one of these games, you can watch a literal ad for free money. I know what you're thinking, free money, sounds good, right? But the thought of an actual advertisement being in a Roblox game for children who don't know any better, that shit's fucked up. Now, I will admit, there are some simulator games out there that are pretty good, like Bee Swarm Simulator and Car Crushers 2. I know Car Crushers 2 doesn't have the word simulator in the name, but it actually technically counts as a simulator game because of how the game is structured. But most simulator games are really bad. They're just lazy cash grabs with really bright and appealing colors and really weird. Simulators also have really shit gameplay. All you do is basically you just click on the screen and there's like some incremental value that goes up by a certain amount each time you click, and whatever value that you get depends on what game you're getting. For example, let's say I could make a game called I don't know, Penis Simulator. For every one click you get one extra penis. I mean, I don't know what you would do with the extra penis, that's up to you, but you know, it's really fucking stupid. I made a video on these waiting in line games or queuing games like a few months ago, and I covered some really weird ones. And these games, just like simulators, most of them anyway, have actually zero to no gameplay at all. It's basically you just wait in a line to do something. Like I could make a game called Wait in Line to Get a Taco. You know what people are gonna do? They're gonna wait in line to get a taco. Like a virtual taco. You can't even do anything with that taco. Just go outside and wait in line for a taco in real life if you're so fucking entertained by that. The people who make bathroom hangout games and the people who play them are usually pedophiles, or pedophiles who don't think that they're pedophiles, but they just want to be living in constant denial that they're pedophiles because they don't actually get off to children. So they get off to Roblox children instead. Who thought this was a good idea? You just talk to people in a fucking bathroom. Then what? People are just gonna watch others piss and take a shit? That is a horrible idea. Most anime fighting games are very bad. It's basically just like simulators, except that they rebranded it to be an anime fighting game. You basically click on the screen, and then you click on a different position, and you keep doing that, and these are very, very grindy. And if PvP is enabled, a lot of toxic players will just beat the crap out of new players because they're like, hey, you know what? I'm superior to you. Let me use my superiority complex to fuck you up. And that's basically it. It's way too grindy, and the player base is usually really toxic most of the time. Games that are catered towards children in the form of disguised gambling. You know who you are. Yeah, it's really deplorable when these games basically just market these games towards children for basically gambling for kids. Kids can't gamble legally, so why not we just disguise those in the form of games? You can obtain pets and rare items and stuff. I think Pet Simulator is the most guilty of this because I think at one point that they actually introduced like an egg which had like a question mark random chance. Like nobody knew the chances of obtaining that item, so it was actually gambling because you did not know what the chances of getting that item was. And also they had like fake chance numbers. Like you could say the chances of getting one pet is like 10%, but in reality it was like way lower than that or something. So yeah, they are really fucking scummy. I think this one is quite self-explanatory. You know, whenever you play one of those games and in the description they say it's inspired by an older game, but when you play that game it's literally the exact same concept and the exact same gameplay style as that old game, but they still say, hey, no, we didn't copy them. No. We got inspired by them. Yeah. Them DMCA takedown requests can't take us down now. In conclusion, these are the games that I think are probably some of the worst on Roblox, and why you should probably never play them. This list is subjective. I mean, you might not agree with them. Unless you disagree with Condo Games, then you're probably a pedophile and you need to be locked up for that. But other than that, you know, it's all basically my opinion. You are free to form your own opinions on this. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, possibly share it with a friend, subscribe to join the family, and with that being said, I will see you guys next time.